Weekday afternoons from 3 to 6. Welcome to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. The first hour of the show is brought to you by MemphisMoldInspector.com. Now, here's your host, Johnny Radio himself, John Harden.
What it is, baby. What it is. No, what it is, baby. What it is. I gotta go. Have on money change, but you still there. Laying down, paint it over. Break it down, back it up. I just got you a flight, a couple down on gas me up.
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a beautiful hump day. You know how beautiful this hump day is? It's the beginning of the 162 game marathon MLB network this morning with fire. We got baseball tonight. Yankees and the Giants.
Baseball that counts.
In San Francisco. Tomorrow, 13 games on the docket. We got Jorge at 12 o'clock to talk baseball. You know my man Jorge knows the little bitty, sweet little pill. One with all the seams. The crazy pitchers throwing 3 different types of fastballs and all kinds of junk and moving things in and out. 400-foot home runs. Amazing plays. Nah. I'm ready for it.
They ain't a thing no more on that. They moved. We got baseball on Peacock now and Netflix and all the other platforms.
I do the ML. Okay, well, you can buy the whole MLB package thing, which actually is really fair. It's just so annoying that everything is now a la carte that it is pissing me off that my bills.
I kind of like the a la carte because I can make it work, but I understand what you're saying.
For me, yeah, like, you know, my phone bill is getting up to be my MLG and W bill. I'm getting already, it's close to where it's almost $1,000 a month to pay for my MLG, W bill, and cable bill. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not joking. Remember, you saw my MLG W bill, $550 my ass. What are you talking about?
We can't blame that on black mold either.
No, I can't blame it on black mold. Stan Mosier already been to my house. You know that. The only licensed mold assessor in the Mid-South is Stan Mosier. To go to MemphisMoldInspector.com. I promise you, give yourself a little peace of mind. Take care of your family, your friends, and your loved ones. MemphisMoldInspector.com. But we got MLB baseball starting today, opening day baseball tomorrow. The Sweet 16 begins. The end of the regular season in the NBA is running upon us. And guess who's in town today? His name is Wemby. His big ass is up in this joint.
Coming to Rick's shop.
Man, he is coming to wreck some shop.
And state his MVP case even further.
Jokic, Shea, Wemby.
It's pretty much what it's going to come
Kate Cunningham did the disappointment in the number of games in the postseason's award situation.
Well, they may rectify that situation in the offseason, make some modifications to that, because you can't really penalize a guy when he had an injury that he couldn't control. I mean, it's beyond control. Things like that happen. It's not all about load management. So we got to tail it back and stop trying to police everything and let these dudes just go hoop and build their resumes.
Build up their resumes. But again, like I said, we got a busy show today. So we got Dustin Starr, because we like to talk wrestling on Wednesday. My man Jay Morgan Harder loves it. That's at 11:30 with Dustin Starr. Jorge at 12 o'clock. Who we got at 12:30 again? You know, my brain is small.
My man Andre Harris.
Dude.
Contractor extraordinaire, and he's a Central High Hoops legend, so I had to bring him in and let him do his thing. He's
Little
doing
Andre
big things out here.
Harris. I love that. People doing good things out here in this world is always a positive thing. I also got somebody in the very first segment we're going to talk about who's doing some good things, doing fast things, real fast things. And by the way, young. My man Jacob Yesnick. You're like, Jacob Yesnick. Who's Jacob Yesnick? I didn't really know either, because I'm not the biggest guy in the sports game. But, you know, PTC Driving Academy, it is open and is ready to teach you. You can go out there and drive those bad boys. He's an instructor out there. He's a former race car driver, is a race car driver, is a mechanic, knows cars inside and out. You got any questions? During the interview, hit me up at Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line, where life's too short for ordinary jewelry, 901-360-8255. That's 901-360-8255. Let me know what you think. And by the way, it's Polecat Training Center. Bro, Polecat is like, I mean, I swear I have been to a Polecat before, but I don't think I've been to the training center. Let me welcome in Jacob Yesnick to the show. Jacob, what's up? How you doing this Wednesday morning?
I'm doing well, thank you for having me.
Yo, you got to hype my man up. Got to pump that joint up, man. He's coming in here. Jacob, say what up to the folks.
What's up, guys? Thank you for having me today.
Man, you got to do me a favor, okay? So you are what I guess when I talked with my girl, Rhonda Cloud, she runs this place pretty much like the back of her hand. She's one of the smartest ladies in the world. She's sweet as pie. And she told me I had an opportunity to talk with you. I'm not going to lie to you. She's like, my man is training people how to race these junts. I expected you to look like me. There's no gray in your beard. You don't have a beard. Your hair, there's not a gray in it. Can I ask you something, Jacob? Can you tell me real quick, how old are you?
I'm 20 years old, sir.
You are 20 years old.
Yes, sir.
That is absolutely amazing. You are 20 years old, and you've been racing for how long then?
15 years. I started in go-karting, became a national champion at 7 years old, represented the United States, and then progressed higher and higher into motorsports.
And you also know how to work on these cars.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to bring him into my house later on. Got a Jag that I need him to take care of a little bit later, you know? But I will tell you, he is absolutely, he's a very young, vibrant, young person. You're from Southern California. What brought you all the way? You're now in what, Nashville?
That's correct, sir.
What brought you to Tennessee, baby?
Well, I had an opportunity presented to me at Polecat, and it was just, I couldn't say no to it. It was an opportunity to take young up-and-coming drivers and help shepherd them through their journey in motorsports, giving them the tools and guidance they need so they don't get lost upon the way.
Now, can I ask you a question? So you're literally taking professional drivers and you're trying to teach them the ins and outs of how you just take it to the next step.
Yeah, absolutely. So we take anyone from about 12 years old to as long as you can still drive and can see. So anything from about 60 to about 12 years old. And we teach you dieting, how to train yourself physically, driving styles, weight transfers, how to mechanically control a car, how to maintain your car, how to plan out your logistics. So when you're on the road and you're dealing with being sick or whatever it is, that you're still able to operate at the highest level you can.
Now, when you mention that, because this is something that I'm a little bit fascinated, this sounds like, you know, if you don't know, the Memphis Grizzlies here in Memphis have a little bit of an issue. I feel like their strength and conditioning coach, whatever they're on, they need to quit because everybody seems to be always injured for the Grizzlies. You're telling me, though, just like in the NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, that you might look like Tony Stewart, but you're still a hell of an athlete and you still have to work on conditioning and training. And can you tell me a little bit of reason why?
Yeah, so in the cars we drive nowadays, they're so hot inside, about 140 to 180 degrees internal cockpit temperature.
Wait, like you when they're driving them bad boys, it's like 140 to 180 degrees. So you're basically in a little bit of oven on low heat.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's what you're trying to fight against is the brain fatigue and heat stroking and being able to perform at such a high level where you have split-second decisions all the time. And in the fields that we go into, like I race endurance racing, where you're out in a car for about 4 hours at a time. So you imagine driving from Memphis to Nashville at 180 miles per hour the entire time.
I have to stop 3 times just to pee.
Yeah.
Like 4 straight hours?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so is that why is that why I look at some of the younger racers as more athletic, as just like in the golfing world when we saw back in the day, you would see like a Fuzzy Zeller with his little kind of pudgy ass out there hitting the ball, and you know, you had then you'd have like big Ernie Els, tall and lanky. Now when you look at Major League Golf, the PGA or whatever that thing is, they're doing the Saudi golf thing. I'm not a big golf guy if you can't tell. Like the dudes look like athletes. You can tell that they work out. They're constantly training. They're very, very limber. It's all about explosion and you know, they stretch and they do all these things. You're saying that that's just as important when it comes to race car driving.
Oh, absolutely. Race car drivers are some of the most physically fit athletes in the world. Most of them on the off weekend will just go do marathons and triathlons just because you train so often and so frequently. It just makes it fun to do it that way.
What is one of the most difficult things about hopping in the car for the 4 hours and the grueling? Like, okay, so mental fatigue gets in.
Book or something mentally stimulating. So you teach your body how to work under load. So let's say you're on a stationary bike for an hour and a half, keeping a cadence of about 120 RPMs, but you're wearing a sweatsuit and maybe you're reading a book. So your brain's constantly working, your body's working, you're sweating like crazy. So you're constantly trying to train yourself into it. So there's the 13% rule, which essentially if you're racing for 4 hours, you're going to train as 4 hours is 100% and go 13% over that. So your body's constantly able to maintain a perfect level of performance.
When we think of sports, Major League Baseball, sometimes it's not necessarily, you don't have to be the greatest athlete in the world if you have a beautiful eye. a great stroke. Hand-eye coordination is absolutely ridiculous. Think about Tony Gwynn. Heck, Tony Gwynn and Gary Sheffield, when they played together in the Padres, 16 strikeouts for Tony Gwynn. Sheffield had 32 for 48 strikeouts. You've never seen a 3-4 hitter in Major League Baseball strike out that few with over 1,200 plate appearances. Like, those dudes are using basically their mad eye, but Gary Sheffield was one guy who was strong, was always in shape. But Tony Gwynn, he was a little chubby. He just had the great hand-eye coordination. When it comes into physical fitness, your team that prepares the car, and then the car itself, how do you weigh what are the most important things, and how do you weigh a driver on what's his most important thing? Is it like the cojones he has when he's behind the wheel? Is it his physical fitness? Is it the fact that he can stay clear for 4 straight hours? Like, what do you look for in an athlete, and you believe that this kid can take it to the next level and actually get out there on, when do y'all race, Sunday?
We race all throughout the year.
All throughout the year.
Yeah.
So what do you look for?
Composure. Racing isn't much about having big cojones or sending it every time you go into the corner. It's about finishing, because first you have to finish before you can finish well.
Because if you don't finish, you ain't scored.
Exactly. So first we look for someone who's going to be calm and collected, and mistakes and incidents happen in racing all the time. That's just a given. It's the chaos and the nature of the beast there. But it's having a driver that can calm himself down into the next corner, immediately moving on from whatever just happened, and optimizing their results in the next corner and one after that.
Sounds like kind of like a football player who's got to, after one bad play, you got to move on to the very next play immediately. You can't think about what just happened. You got to move on to the next.
That's absolutely right. Athletes in any demographic, doesn't matter if it's racing or football, you need to have quick memory, which means as soon as something happens, all right, I learned from it, know what the mistake is, don't do it again. And you move past it. And you're always trying to make yourself better. So what I always teach all of our students here at PTC is we start off with, you're going to make mistakes. That's okay. We're going to work on making fewer and fewer mistakes each time you go out there and make you just that little bit better each time. But when you talk about learning of what you're looking at for a younger up-and-coming driver, is you obviously want to see someone who's dedicated to the sport. Racing, unlike most sports, is extremely expensive. The way you go about it, it's a lot of business transactions in terms of how you fund yourself. It's not like soccer where you got a jersey, cleats, and a soccer ball. So it's a very different world.
Yeah, it is a different world. Now, baseball, football, again, you don't just have 20-yard football field, 2 end zones, and 100 yards, and a football, and 22 dudes out there beating their brains out of each other, or basketball, 2 goals of basketball and 10 dudes on a court. Like, you got to have the car, you got to have the financing, and you have to also remember pay all those mechanics and the team. I'm kind of curious, how much is it? How would somebody get into racing unless they were like pulling a Bernie Madoff out there and just robbing everybody blind?
So yeah, that's one of the reasons I was so passionate about coming out to PTC is we're introducing a open wheel Formula Car racing series at a price point that is about a quarter of the going rate of the market. So right now it's about $20,000 to $25,000 a weekend to do an open wheel spec racing formula style competition. We're going to offer ours for about $5,000.
All right, tell the people out there who are into racing right now, how does they get in touch with you? How do they get to be a part of this? I know we got a lot of fathers out there who are listening to you probably right now. My man Rick over at Rick's Powder Coating. Don't paint, powder coat, baby. I promise you they got every color, rickspowdercoating.com. Rick's probably listening. He's a big car guy, got kids and everything. You're saying instead of it being $25,000, y'all are going to do it for about $5,000.
Yes, sir.
How do they get in touch with you?
Our social media is ptc.com, and you can look us up, or on social medias. We're on all platforms there, and you're welcome to reach out to me personally. I'll give you guys a little pop-up you can put on the screen there.
I love it, man. Give me a little pop-up, but you just said ptc.com?
Yes, sir.
I just went to ptc.com. Check it up. YPTC, Product Solutions, Education Support. Bro, AI? What does AI having to do with your field now?
Well, AI is a lot of what we use it for, at least I personally use it for, is marketing a lot of times. So as a driver, you're always trying to sell yourself and grow your content. And as a driver, you're an advertising tool. So that's why you talk about composure, where the biggest thing you look for in a driver is if you do have an accident, let's say you get crashed out. You come off and you're swearing, you're off the glove, and you're representing.
Doesn't look good
brand.
for when you're representing somebody else.
Think about representing a brand like Walmart or someone along that nature. You don't want to be the spokesperson in a sense and go out there and lose your cool. So what you look for is how to create content that's beneficial to you, your customer, and or your sponsors. So AI is used a lot there, and then you go on a lot of.
Is it kind of used a lot like kind of we use it like social media where you'll put out a tweet, something that's really good, like you racing, your sponsor and a nice picture, and it'll bounce from Instagram to Facebook to X to this to that.
Yeah, so we go across all platforms and we try and make sure to hit our target markets and get the results our sponsors want. So if we want to hit a demographic, whether it's male, female, different age brackets, we try and target what we're selling for our sponsors to those demographics.
Jacob Yesnick, he is 20 years old. He's teaching at Polecat Training Center. It's not in Nashville. It's just right outside of it, right?
Yes, sir. It's a little bit south.
Just a little south of Nashville. So if you're in Memphis, Tennessee, and you want to head up there, and I'm kind of curious because, again, Rhonda's husband, Brennan, he went and took care of business and got to race with you and drive the cars. What if somebody like me wanted to come and drive a car?
Yeah, so how do you get started? That's the other part of it. So we're a driving academy. And what that means is we take people from zero experience, put you in a car. And what that means is we educate you, we put you in safety gear, we fit the car to you. And then after you're taught how to control a car and some vehicle dynamics, as you learn about weight transfer, like you ever hit the brakes really hard in your car and you go forward?
Yeah, man, it's not great.
Yeah, so that's weight transfer. And that concept is very misconstrued in a lot of people's minds of what it means and how to use it. So we teach people how to race the car, drive the car, understand what's going on, and then we'll put you on track. And then you have professional coaches working throughout the weekend with you.
Man, it sounds really awesome. We're talking about PTC.com. It is Polecat Training Academy. It's just south of Nashville, only 4 hours away. My man, Jacob Yesnick, he is the trainer out there. He's been racing cars since he was 5 years old. 5. And now he's 20 years old and he's got a better job than I do at 48. Like, what in the hell's going on with this world? What the hell? And he looks better than me. I don't usually bring dudes on my show, but that look better than me.
He drive better than you too.
Don't even know. Hey, I'm the best. I'm a pro too, bro.
You ain't certified though. He's
I ain't certified. That's right. I'm not Stan Mosier. He is the only licensed mold assessor in the Mid-South. Stan Mosier at MemphisMoldInspector.com. Jacob, do me a favor. Tell all the people the last bit before we get out of here why it is that you need to reach out to PTC.com and why it is that they need to choose you.
Why? Because we allow people to race. We let that dream of flying into turn one at 150 miles per hour come to reality. Not only do we do that, but we make sure you get home at the end of the day too. We
That's
take
awesome.
people off the streets and teach you how to properly drive and give you an outlet where you're not on the street risking your life, or you're on the interstate where you're hitting a light pole.
And my Memphis police friends will definitely appreciate y'all going to the Polecat Training Center because the Memphis street racing scene was kind of big until all of a sudden now we got state troopers everywhere and their grandmothers. So guess what, boys? You can still race. Just head south of Nashville. Go to PTC.com, set up your appointment. You'll meet my man, Jacob Yesnick. He is a baller shot caller. And you said 150?
Yes, sir.
What's the fastest you've ever gone?
About 210, sir.
210?
Yes, sir.
What does that feel like?
It feels like you're flying. All the banners and everything on the racetrack start blazing by so fast that you can't even really process what's happening in front of you. You just got to look far enough ahead where you're almost guessing at that point because it happens so fast. You just put the car where you need to put it. But yeah, it all changes depending on where you're, whether in the dry or in the rain. We race in all conditions as long as there's not lightning. So
only time I've ever been to 100 miles an hour was not inside of a car. It's when I jumped out of airplanes when I reached terminal velocity. Let me just tell you something, man. That's fine. But I don't have to do anything but make sure I pull my chute, and I'm good at that.
yeah.
One other quick thing. You say you get everybody home safe.
Yes, sir.
What is the new technology like? Dale Earnhardt, I know you don't remember him, but I'm sure you know who he is. Nobody will ever forget the craziest Daytona. He coming into the last turn and everything, he didn't have a Hans device, breaks his neck, and he passes away. Ever since they've been using the Hans device, that is definitely, I don't know if anybody's died in an accident since the Hans devices they have.
Yeah.
But not from a broken neck.
No. It's very rare in motorsports nowadays where you see someone get critically injured like that or die.
How is it that y'all have changed? Like, what is it that with technology that has made these cars so safe for in case you do have a wreck at 150 miles an hour?
As automotive industry has evolved and racing's always on the cutting edge of that, that's where you get the hybrid system. That's where it came out of. That's where you get all these fancy electric batteries out of F1 or IMSA racing, where you're doing endurance racing, and this is where you get all that technology from. This is where those R&D programs stem from, is where you have the cutting edge. I mean, the bleeding edge. I mean, you're watching people use plastic to build piston or forged carbon fiber to do crank shafts and connecting rods, and it's just the bleeding edge. So you're always looking for safety and innovation as it goes forward, whether it's your driving suits to moisture wicking fabrics to your helmet design. So a lot of the technology just learned across multiple sports does come out of racing, which a lot of people don't understand that. So like your football helmets where you talk about crash and impact structures and study like that, racing is a big leader for that. I mean, you talk about safety gear. I mean, no one's testing it better than a race car driver. I mean, you hit a wall and you're pulling 56 Gs, and you talk about that. If your head weighs 15 pounds, well, now go multiply it by 56, and that's what you're dealing with.
Kid smart as all get out. Look at the big brain on Jason Yesnick. Everybody go to ptc.com and check him out. I'm telling you right now, I'm ready to go drive these cars. I'm also ready to come fix my Jag. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it's just the alternator. I need a new alternator. I was so mad because, like, the car didn't start, so I just went and bought a new battery, came home and replaced it. It started. I drove off, came back, got up the next day, and the damn thing wouldn't start, so it's the alternator, right?
More than likely, sir.
How smart do I need to be to change an alternator?
You can handle it, sir.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't know me very well, does he? Ladies and gentlemen, check out my man, Jason Yesnick. He is a baller shot caller. It is Polecat Training Center. It is just south of Nashville. Go and check him out. We got Dustin Starr at 11:30 talking wrestling. MLB opening day tonight. Yankees and the Giants, 12 o'clock. We have Jorge. And guess what? We have Andre Harris at 12:30. And then at the end of the show, I got to talk about maybe one of the craziest athletes of all time. The professional cornhole player. Have you heard about this?
I have not.
Quadriplegic. No arms, no legs.
You saw the video.
Yeah, dude.
Me too.
I was 100% going to be his lawyer and get him off. I'd be like, how did he fire a gun with no arms and no legs? But trust me, at the end of the show, I will tell you. You ever gotten a chicken McNugget? And they're all like round, and then you have one that has a little hook. One of his nubs has a little chicken McNugget hook. And that's how he was able to squeeze the trigger. I watched it. This is the craziest story ever. Quadriplegic, professional cornhole player, shoots passenger and drives away.
And you notice how that's only like the McDonald's nuggets that do that, right?
Yeah, it is only McDonald's nuggets. And the other thing is, though, is I was very, very upset because I'm like, this dude has no arms, no legs, and he's a better driver than Chas. And I guarantee you he's a better shot than Chas because I took her to Top Gun Memphis one time.
She gonna lock you out the
house. She ain't never
man.
Going again.
She gonna lock you out the house, man.
It's all right. I got the key, baby. Do me a favor. Y'all don't touch the dial. And Jacob, it was such a pleasure to meet you. You be blessed. And we'll bring you back on very soon. This is Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Unlock your new go-to spot, Codes Dispensary in Steele, Missouri, just over an hour from Memphis. When you're ready for a legal, reliable option, they're right up the road. Explore the full menu of top-shelf products in-store and online. Short on time? Order ahead and cruise through the drive-thru for a quick pickup. Stack rewards while you stock up with Club Codes. Earn points for every dollar spent. Codes Dispensary, now open in Steele, Missouri. Supreme Cannabis, that's worth the drive. Learn more at CodesDispensary.com. That's CodesDispensary.com.
Guns, and more guns. Over 700 firearms in stock. Home defense guns, old guns, new guns, used guns, big guns, little guns. Every gun you can think of, Classic Arms has them. All brands like Glock, Sig, Colt, Ruger, Smith & Wesson, Browning, Beretta, Benelli, Remington, Winchester, and more. Guaranteed lowest prices in town. Only gun importer in the Mid-South. Free gun inspections and appraisals and free bore sighting for the upcoming deer season. Shop online at ClassicArmsOfMemphis.com or visit Classic Arms at 1740 Germantown Parkway behind Corky's Barbecue in Cordova.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roof Services. Do you know what Penny Hardaway and I have in common? We should both be in that building celebrating the best basketball players of all time. Of course, I'll have to buy a ticket to get in, but he should already be there. But seriously, we both surround ourselves with the best people we can find. We work hard to achieve our goals, and we are both among the best in our respective fields. At Five Ash, we can't win titles or get national awards, but what we can and do strive to do is give 100% of ourselves to give you the best product possible and one you can be proud of. So if you need a roof, siding, or gutters, give us a call at 901-367-0050, and we will do everything we can to provide you the best of everything. Five Ash Roofing. Fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
As a social influencer, my days can be busy. 4 a.m., I hit the gym. 4:32, protein smoothie. 5:08, save time and money bundling my home and auto insurance with Progressive. Wait, if I bundle and save time, what would I do then? Just sit here and reflect? Like, why am I qualified to influence anyone? And how those weights are hollow? And half of my followers are bots?
You could save time and money bundling your home and auto when you switch to Progressive. It's one less thing to worry about during your already busy day. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
I got him on the line out there in Gossett Volkswagen Germantown. Hey, Marty McNate, what's going on?
I've got some big news. Volkswagen Driver Days is going on at Gossett Volkswagen Germantown.
And Marty McNate, I hear you've got some incredible deals happening right now.
You heard right, Randy. I got 2026 Jetta S, $277 a month.
$277 a month for Jetta. Hey, what else you got?
How about 2026 Taos S, $327 a month.
$327 a month for Taos S, and I hear you got a Tiguan deal out of this world.
2026 Tiguan S, $355 a month.
Well, it sounds like you got something for everyone.
Come see me, Marty McNate, at Gossett Volkswagen Germantown, 7420 Winchester Road, or shop online at GossettVWG.com. And remember, your future is what you make it.
All 36-month lease, Jetta TMW 5137, MSRP 25820, Tiguan TMO 14510, MSRP 32585, Atlas GC 515398, MSRP 41841. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must be financed through Volkswagen Credit TF 895. Excludes tax title and license with a blue credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month. Dealer stock only.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by MemphisMoldInspector.com. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a beautiful Wednesday. We got baseball tonight. We got the Giants. We got the Yankees. I got bets, baby. In fact, I got a little two-game, same-game parlay. Has to do with both pitchers tonight on the bump. One, I believe, will log over 15 innings. One, I believe, will log over 5 strikeouts. We're going to talk about Max Fried and Logan Webb, and I bet Bryant Dacus has a little bit of fishing in here.
Well, 15 ouch, John. I don't think either pitcher tonight's going to go 15 innings. If they do, that would be a hell of a game to start the season.
15 outs. That's 5 innings. It's actually over 15 and a half outs. So I need him to do 5 1/3 innings. And I'll just tell you right now, I'm going Max Fried over 5 1/3. I think he's going to get over 15 and a half outs. And I also think Logan Webb gets 5 strikeouts. I will tell y'all why I am betting these later. Again, we got baseball today. The Sweet 16 starts tomorrow. NBA regular season is ending. Wemby is in town. And you know how you'll know if it's Wemby if you see him? He's the tallest MFer you've ever seen in your life. Okay? Period. I don't care who you hung out with. He the tallest. Dude, big, man. Skinny, if you turn sideways, you won't see his ass. Like, it's amazing when you watch him run down the court sometimes, and then he'll like do a spin, and he looks like one of those Christmas ornaments, like that's thin on each side and just spinning. He's so damn skinny.
You're stupid, man.
But man, Jokic can't jump off a curb. Wemby's 7'6",
Right.
and Shea always on the ground.
Right. Crazy.
MVP, baby. Now, Dustin Starr, I'm bringing him because it's wrestling, and you're like, John Harden wrestling? And I'm like, hell yeah, you ever listen on Wednesday? If I didn't do this, Jay Morgan would hunt me down and shoot me. This is the most important segment. Love you, Jay Morgan Harder. And here is your man, Dustin 5-Star. That's the old school name, but it is Dustin Starr. Follow him at Dustin Starr. I think it's Dustin Starr with 2 R's.
Yes.
What's
up, man?
Chilling, man. How are you doing, my brother? That was off the top of my head.
I am doing great. I'm actually going to get my hair cut.
so that way I could be looking fresh at the game tonight. And I heard you talking about Wemby, and let me tell you, I've never seen anything like him. I've seen a lot of really awesome NBA players. Name them: Steph Curry, LeBron. 11 seasons in the NBA. I've seen a lot of players. I'm the type of dude that's like, I missed Hulk Hogan and John Cena in the same ring at the same time in Memphis, so I don't ever want to do that again. You got to see Wemby. You can't believe how Wemby looks and how tall he is and how athletic. I mean, like, you see all these other guys that are really tall, but they can't really move and they can't shoot. It's kind of awkward. Dude, Wemby is incredible. So for no other reason to go to the game tonight would be to see Wemby. It's like I said, it's absolutely incredible.
I know, it feels like the days of Bonzi Wells when he used to go watch the Grizzlies to see the other team in Bonzi.
Not for long, though. But Wemby is one of a kind. I mean, my son, well, like, I'll take a picture of Wemby warming up and send it to him, and he responds. He doesn't respond to very many texts, but he'll be like, you know, oh, Wemby's playing tonight, or oh, I should have been there, or something like that. But yeah, it's a whole different animal.
Which y'all got anything special for tonight's game?
Yeah, man, there's a lot of games. Let's see.
There's not a lot of games. I think y'all have 11 games left on the season.
No,
the amount.
But yeah, they're cramming them all in here in the week and a half.
Oh, yeah.
We have tonight, Friday, Saturday, and then I have wrestling on Sunday. I believe there's a game on Monday. I try not to look that far ahead because then I'll just get tired.
Me too. My brain don't work that far in advance. I'm like,
right.
It's
like eating an elephant, one bite at a time. But I know tonight there's going to be 24 local high school basketballers that are all going to be playing a big game of knockout on the court, which I think it's cool. Anytime a kid
gets to step on that court.
Yes, because it's so rare. Like, when you grow up, you'll never have that opportunity again, probably, unless you play in the NBA, right? So I think it's very cool when they do that. So we'll see who the best knockout shooter is out of the 24. And I don't even know how we're going to manage 24 basketball players all in the same thing. But that's one of the things that's going down tonight at FedEx Forum.
And by the way, people, you have to also realize something, and I want you to remember it's March 25th. Like, they play the Spurs tonight. Friday, they have Houston. In fact, they have 6 home games in a row. Their last home game is Monday, April 6th. There are 7 total home games left. If you want to see the Grizzlies, get your tickets, get your ass down to FedEx Forum, and tell Dustin Starr I said, what it do?
Oh,
Correct.
yeah, and last week was our week, bro. We had a wrestling ring outside FedEx Forum. We had a ring inside FedEx Forum. And I got some stories about taking a 16-foot wrestling ring up a service elevator and onto a huge platform in the terrace level. It was incredible. But we did that on Friday night. It was awesome. Dave Brown, King Cobra. Gosh, we had Lord Humongous there causing trouble. Cena Grizz scooped a guy up and slammed him on the court, and the crowd was like, oh, because even a non-wrestling fan knows you're not supposed to take a bump on the court like that. Then the next night we were at Lander Center, the Memphis Hustle, and they've wrapped up their season. And I can't even believe it, but time has flown by. Next season will be the Memphis Hustle's 10th season.
Damn, really?
Is that incredible?
It's been a decade?
Yeah, crazy.
Really?
And Redbirds are on the way, so there's a lot going on.
The truth is, when you get older, like, people don't, you know how, like, when you were like 7, the days felt like they lasted forever? Now the days just all run together and it's a blur.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't even
say the
sleep
days
much.
go slow and the years go fast, but I've been editing video for the last couple of days trying to get the episode ready for Friday and Saturday. And time flies by when you're editing video. You look down and it's 3 a.m. Like, oh my gosh, I gotta go to bed.
I know how that is, Dustin. I'm feeling your pain. It is a struggle, but you know what? You do a damn good job struggling out there, making it look easy. Hustle, Grizzlies, Redbirds, you're getting ready for baseball. But don't you have something going down at Wrestle Center this weekend?
Oh, yeah. So we've got Vince Russo coming. And if that's not controversial enough, he's not coming alone. He's bringing Caleb Conley with him, who is like his right-hand man in Juggalo Championship Wrestling with Violent J. And then also the Outbreaker coming back with Barnabas. And I just got off the phone with the Ring Rat. Paige Collette. I don't know if you've seen her. You guys get in your Google machine and type in Paige Collette. So she will be there with us as well. And we announced that we will have on Sunday, live at the Wrestle Center, our first ever steel cage match.
Pretty cool.
Dude, blonde chick, Paige.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
When?
She'll be at the Wrestle Center this Sunday. Meet and greet starts at 12:30. Bell time is 1:30, and there's a huge cage match.
I'll work this Sunday for you.
You won't want to miss it.
Man, sir,
You coming?
I'm coming.
Come do commentary.
I got to meet the Black Dahlia.
I gotta ask this: since you got Vinny Rue coming to town, I mean, just this is the heel in me, and I like box office type stuff. You ever thought about bringing Jim Cornette in too?
Yeah, well, he wouldn't come.
I know he wouldn't come though. Yeah, right.
He doesn't do a lot of traveling, but I do. Guys like Dutch Mantel, Jim Cornette that don't travel a whole lot. I would love to hire them for their voice, so they could do a voiceover on a highlight package or a big event that we have. So when people go, oh wow, that sounds like Jim Cornette, or like when you hear John Cena on a Ford commercial, I think, whoa, there's John Cena.
Well, even if you were to actually have a live Jim Cornette in the same spot with Vinny Rue, you probably would need to have some law enforcement there to help you, keep things in order, because he's really ready to still kill that man. But neither here nor there.
It is crazy. These guys hate each other so much, and it's all over wrestling.
And I always looked at it. I always looked at it like Cornette hates him more because Vinny Rue really don't really bring it up that much, but he don't deal with Jim Cornette. But it's like the disdain is there. Cornette's just been way more vocal about it for the last 25 years.
Believe it or not, I got a text right now and they wanted to ask me, is this going to be y'all's very first official cage match this weekend?
Yes, it's the first time. So
hold on, wait a second. How did they know this?
We've been going long enough, 266 episodes. There's a lot of fans that know the characters, know the stories. There's a lot of stories that started in year one that still linger. It's almost like a rivalry. We talked about NBA just a second ago. It's almost like a rivalry in the NBA. It doesn't go away. It might not be as prominent, like the Bills and Dolphins or the Patriots Colts. They hate each other forever. But back when it was, they remember, is what I'm saying. They remember the stories.
The guy also texted me. He said that it's going to be your first cage match, and it's going to be the modern day Monster versus Slaughterhouse. Is this person actually correct?
That is correct. It is. And the whole reason that we have to put them in a cage is because inside the building they tear it apart. They hurt a fan a couple of weeks ago.
Oh.
And then when you put them outside, they destroy cars and property and all that kind of stuff. So there's only one way to settle it, Johnny.
Dude.
Put them in a steel cage.
Okay, I gotta ask: will Wildfire Tommy Rich be under the ring?
Oh my gosh, I would love to put somebody under that ring. Yeah, that's some old school right there. I remember that. That was great.
All in there for the shave Jerry Lawler's head.
We've been fortunate to where people want a ladder match. We want a ladder match, and then we went 4 years without a ladder match, and then when we did, we had Matt Hardy there, who is the king of the ladder match, and so then this story has been built up since October or even before October, and it's just been lingering, and now there's only one way to settle it, and we're going to do it on Sunday, and so I would highly recommend going and getting the tickets, MemphisWrestling.tv. Grab the tickets. Once they sell out, there are some meet and greet only tickets where you can meet the Outbreak, you can meet Black Dahlia, Vince Russo, Caleb Conley. We've got big gold championship belts. We have Vince Russo action figures. Vince Russo is one of the most controversial figures in all of pro wrestling. So who
would you compare him to? I'm talking about like any person out in the streets that is not a wrestling fan. Is he heel? Is he?
Oh yeah. He's a big time hater. I would say maybe like the Big Baller brand. What's the guy's name? You know how he?
Oh,
he's got a LeVar Ball type of vibe to him. Yeah,
is that a good comparison right there?
I like that.
I like that one. Yeah.
Not that I know Russo, but I do know LeVar.
You got the general gist.
I do now. If you said that, yeah, damn good promoter.
Yes, but also just not very likable at all, bro. He might say bro 20 times in a.
Dude, I text bro. I call everybody bro or homie.
Yeah, I get
and
a lot.
His is a dragged out bro, because he's a New Yorker. And you know how some
Mine's more
about New Yorker.
The people are going to hate him so much. This is going to be so good. The thing that I could probably compare it to is if I brought Matt Riddle in, because, you know, the fans remember Matt Riddle no-showed us a couple of years ago. So if I ever brought Matt Riddle in, I think they would just boo him out of the building. I think the people are just going to hate Vince Russo so much and just boo him out of the building. Probably won't even let him talk. That's how loud they'll be.
Damn. It's going to be busy. They're not sold out yet, are they? Because the event is this Sunday. Are they sold out? And if they're not sold out, I'm shocked. Because, again, my girl Paige is fine. Cornette. I am a big fan.
I had a guy at wrestling night with the Grizzlies at FedEx Forum. They had Memphis Wrestling shirts on, and they were hollering at me like, man, we got to get back to the Wrestle Center, but you guys are always sold out. And I said, dude, send me a DM. I will find you a seat. So if you hear my voice and it's sold out, send me a DM, because sometimes I can put you on a little waiting list to where if a regular's not there, then you put you right in there. Dude, we're slinging tickets, baby. We want you there.
Dude, I love
We want
that.
to be sold out, but we want you there.
Dustin,
you know what I'm saying?
You are a Memphis legend in reality. Again, check him out at the Redbirds, at the Grizzlies, at the Hustle, at the Memphis. Like, he brought back Memphis wrestling. You can see it on Channel 5. Get your tickets. It's very, very simple. We're going to take a baby timeout. Come back on the other side. I know my man Jay Ham's got some wrestling questions for a Dustin Starr. We were talking a little Jerry Lawler earlier and about how he found that big homie who was like,
oh, yeah, Big Sid Vicious.
Sid Vicious and
who will
stuff.
be going into the WWE Hall of Fame on 4/19.
That's the day before 4/20.
4/17. I think they do it like on Friday now. So
4/18 is Wingfest. Go to wingfest.com. I still need 6 teams to sign up. It's only $250 to get your own.
Now.
Yeah, we only for $1,000 donation to the Ronald McDonald House of Charities. All I need is 6 more teams to sign up. Go to worldwingfest.com. It's $250. The proceeds go to the Ronald McDonald House of Charities, to the St. Jude Walk. Phenomenal charities. It is a phenomenal time at River Garden Park, downtown Memphis on a Saturday, baby. 11 to 6. I'll be on stage with, I'll be out there with, what is it, DJ? I can't remember. Tony Allen will be down there. They think Zebo might show up. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to act like Dustin Starr. Just don't have my hair just don't stand straight up. It's more like curly. You know what I'm saying? But don't touch the dial. I got more Dustin Starr and Memphis Wrestling on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening is coming to the Graceland Soundstage. Saturday, May 9th at 8 p.m. Jason's thunderous drumming recalls one of the greatest to ever sit behind the skins, his late father, John Bonham of Led Zeppelin. This is as close as you will ever get to letting the lead out live. Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening. Get your tickets today at GracelandLive.com.
Your home is your best investment, so why not make it the best it can be with help from Gates Lumber? Start with your front door, serving 2 purposes, curb appeal and security. Gates has solid construction doors built for security, durability, and beauty. See and compare wood, steel, and fiberglass options side by side at Gates Showroom. It's easier to choose when you can see and touch real doors with real assistance from knowledgeable staff helping you choose the right door for your home and budget. So don't just replace your door, upgrade your protection, and Gates Lumber is the right choice. Family owned and operated, serving you for over 100 years with free estimates, free delivery, competitive prices, and quality products. Call 901-942-3201, go to gateslumber.com, or come by their showroom, 1253 South Bellevue Boulevard. Gates Lumber, celebrating over 100 years with a passion for craftsmanship since 1920. Memphis, ready to play golf whenever you want? Now you can. Welcome to Back 9 Golf, Memphis' premier indoor golf facility built for players who never want to leave the game. Open 24/7 for members, Back 9 Golf features 4 tour-level full-swing simulators letting you take on bucket list courses like St. Andrews, Pebble Beach, and TBC Sawgrass without leaving the Mid-South. Grab your friends, book a bay, play a full round, or hit the driving range to work on your game with instant shot data trusted by the pros. Memphis, you don't have to be a member to tee it up. Public tee times are also available. Rain, heat, wind, or daylight doesn't matter. Your tee time is always on. Visit theback9golf.com/Memphis for more information. That's theback9golf.com/Memphis. Back 9 Golf, just off Poplar at Houston Levy. The Back 9, where golf never sleeps.
Sorrento TG 414140, MSRP 34030, Sportage T 7271780, MSRP 31865, Telluride SVGO 19639, MSRP 45540, includes all rebates and incentives, must finance through KFA, excludes tax title license, dealer stock only, see dealer for complete details, offer valid through 3/31/2026.
If you're looking for a new ride, we got it at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah. Hey, Jeff Allen, what's up?
We are rocking, Randy, at Gossett Kia South on Mount Moriah. Take your pick. I've got a 2026 Kia Sorrento LX or a 2026 Kia Sportage Hybrid LX, $297 a month. That's less than a latte a day for a new ride. Or the new 2027 Kia Telluride S, front-wheel drive, only $479 a month. All 24-month lease, $39.99 due at signing.
And don't forget about 2026 EV9, $12,000 off or 0% for 60 months available. And every Gossett Kia comes equipped with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by MemphisMoldInspector.com. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
But you know and I know that you're only half the man that I am. And I have half the brain that you do.
Hold up. He just said, have half the brain you do.
He thought he got it right, too.
Yeah. And that is Johnny Rotten?
No, that's Sid Vicious.
Isn't Sid Vicious Johnny Rotten? My ex-wife calls me Rotten still.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't remember Sid, so this ain't the band.
No, this is not Sid Vicious from the Sex Pistols in the 70s.
That's what I was
80s.
thinking.
No.
It's like My Way, this Anarchy in UK.
No, this is the former wrestler, West Memphis native, who was actually discovered by Jerry Lawler at a softball game. Now, this dude he was 6'9", over 300 pounds, and he was a softball player.
I'm going to tell you one thing. He was hitting bombs, son, and playing first base. Dustin Starr, man. What do you know about Sid Vicious?
Sid Vicious was one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. He came from West Memphis, like you said. He was in Memphis wrestling. He played the Lord Humongous character. He was obviously just a huge bodybuilder-looking big man. But 1996, Sid Vicious is probably one of the greatest big men ever. He looked awesome.
Absolutely.
96 Survivor Series, he took a camera from a cameraman and hit Jose Lothario with it. I'd never seen that done before.
He's the first heel I seen come to the ring and get fist bumps to the fans.
Who the man? Who the man? They would fist bump him, and he would fist bump him hard. He powerbombed Shawn Michaels and pinned him at Survivor Series 96, and you would have thought that Memphis had won the national championship. Like, that was, to me, the coolest thing ever, that one of our Memphis guys was the world champion. And then he went on to WCW. Before he broke his leg, he won world titles there at the end, and very deserving of the Hall of Fame. Psycho Simon is named after Psycho Sid. I just was a huge Sid Vicious fan growing up, man.
And he got the name Psycho Sid, of course, from the infamous incident where he stabbed and almost murdered Arn Anderson over in Europe.
Yeah.
They got into a
that's
fight.
a crazy story.
They got a fighting in a hotel, and Arn Anderson had a pair of scissors, and Sid was able to get the scissors away from Arn and just went to work stabbing the man. He almost
Arn
killed him.
Anderson, was he part of the Breaker, the Horsemen.
He's part of the Four Horsemen. Not the alcohol Four Horsemen.
Jack, Jose, Jim, and
no, Rick, Oren, Ole, and Tully. He's who I'm talking about.
Well, so it was over a year ago before Sid
Jack,
passed
Jim,
away.
Johnny, and Jose. Sorry,
before Sid had passed away, I was trying to get in touch with him to book him for an appearance. And we just never connected. And then, of course, after he passed away, I was able to connect with his son, Gunnar. And Gunnar's trying to get involved, I think. I don't know if he's trying to get involved in actually wrestling matches, but he's definitely trying to use wrestling to help raise funds and do fundraiser and do good stuff.
Yeah.
And he was a part of it when Triple H made the announcement that Sid was going in. He made an announcement about confirming it and just proud that his dad is getting the flowers and stuff. So that one really hits home for us because, to me, that's the same thing as Jerry Lawler, Jimmy Hart, Bill Dundee. Sid Vicious was the guy around here, just like Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett went on to win world titles and to do really, really big stuff. Sid Vicious belongs in the Hall of Fame.
He's going in, that bad boy.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, Sid. Now, I do need to ask you this because you have everybody's job in the world, so might as well take all the boys out in Vegas' job. Are you ready for the 8 Sweet 16 games? Who's going to win and cover?
I think everybody should listen to whatever Johnny Radio says. I'm with you, brother.
You don't have a pick on Purdue, Texas?
I don't. I can tell you who I think is going to win the cage match on Sunday.
All right. I bet you already possibly know. How do they get tickets to come and see you this Sunday?
Easy. MemphisWrestling.tv. And I'll tell you, even if it sells out, come tailgate with us. You'll love it.
Yeah, I want to see Paige Cornett. By the way,
she'll be there.
Just make sure you slide her my numbers and tell her to slide into my DMs.
I'm sure
I'll find a place for her to sit as well. Dustin Starr, you are absolutely the best. I appreciate you putting up with my dumb ass every single week. I really, really do. I know we made Jay Morgan's day, and I'll see you on Sunday at the Wrestle Center. And tonight we'll see you at the Grizzlies as we got the Grizzlies and the Spurs. Be blessed, homie.
All right. Thank you, guys. Love you, Memphis.
That's my man, Dustin Starr. I probably got him a little off there at the end, didn't I?
When you were breaking down the...
when I was like, man, make sure you tell her to slide up in my DMs. You know what I'm saying, man? You got to help out a homie, right?
Gotta help your homie.
Damn. I agree. Help out your homie. We got so many things to talk about. Today is opening day in baseball. Jorge is joining us on the other side. Let's get down, let's get dirty, and let's talk a little Major League Baseball, baby. Right here on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Available locally on your radio dial as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, it's easy to stay tuned to Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Moving is stressful, but Black Tie Moving can take the worry out of the process. Whether you're moving across town or across country, moving your home or your office, your personal moving concierge from Black Tie Moving will work with you to design a plan that perfectly fits your budget and needs. And they're available 24/7 to answer any questions you have. Give Black Tie Moving a call at 901-316-6196 or go to blacktiemoving.com/Memphis to get your personal, no obligation quote from the moving experts at Black Tie Moving.
Rick's Powder Coating for a beautiful finish every time. Rick's Powder Coating specializes in automotive, ornamental, residential, and industrial coating. With 2 conveyor lines and the largest batch ovens in the Mid-South, Rick's can accommodate all of your powder coating needs. Locally owned and operated since 2002, Rick's Powder Coating will customize a beautiful finish just for you. Drop by or call to see how Rick's Powder Coating can bring color to your life. 901-367-2771 or rickspowdercoating.com.
Napa Cafe celebrates 28 years in 2026.
Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I want to thank you for making us part of your dining experiences. If you are a first-time guest or have dined with us countless times, I want to thank you for making us part of your lives. Whether you're celebrating with the crowd or planning a cozy date night on the town, Napa Cafe can provide you an extraordinary evening. We have 5 dining rooms, including our private wine cellar, our Jan's room for 2 guests, and the Eleanor room for parties up to 60. Sit back, relax, and celebrate. Leave the cooking to us. Come see me at Napa Cafe, 5101 Sanderlin Avenue. We're open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. We also offer curbside pickup from our full menu. For details on our stay-in, dine-out menu or reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. We can't wait to serve you.
Come join in and celebrate 28 years of Napa Cafe in 2026.
Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. I'm here at Town Village Audubon Park interviewing a new resident, Carolyn. Share with us why you chose Town Village.
Well, if your parents or special friends need to make that big move, let me share with you my experience. It was tough for me to leave home, but then I discovered Town Village. I would like to highly recommend Town Village to you and your loved ones. After looking at all the amenities and meeting all the people and staff, I was hooked. From restaurant, bistro, 3 meals per day, housekeeping, transportation, security, health care, physical therapy, exercise room, and even a heated pool and spa. Come see us and make your new home at Town Village.
Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home, Town Village.
If wedding bells are in your future, you need an unforgettable engagement ring from a jeweler you can trust. And that's been James Gaddis Jewelers for over 60 years. With a huge selection and the best prices, James Gaddis is a master jeweler and diamondologist. Beautiful jewelry from James Gaddis is always the right choice. Choose from rings to earrings, necklaces to bracelets, and gemstones to watches. Layaway and financing available. James Gaddis Jewelers, 4900 Poplar, online at GaddisJewelers.com and Instagram at Gaddis Jewelers. Say I do at James Gaddis Jewelers.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studios, we are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis.
But you got to be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. What a beautiful Wednesday it is, man. We got pro baseball, MLB, not the AAA, not the WBC, but the real deal, Holyfield.
That's why I hit you. We didn't get all the way into the thing.
I know where you were going.
But that's that major league right there.
It sure is. Man, where's Rick Vaughn at when you need him?
I mean, at one time for my man Bob Uecker.
Bob
Harry Dole.
No joke, man. I love a little bit of baseball, and I'm fired up. And we are lucky and blessed because we're going to talk with Jorge. And again, I think I know a little bit about baseball. I love the game. I've been doing fantasy baseball, playing baseball, loving baseball since I can remember. 5 years old, playing that damn game. 48 years older, still trying to play the damn game. Love it. It starts today with the Yankees and the Giants, 7 o'clock. The weird thing is it's on the Netflix, folks. You need to get that MLB package, bro, to be honest with you, and get it now because right now it's actually priced pretty fair for considering it's the whole season and all the good BS that you get. Tomorrow, though, 13 games, I believe we have tomorrow starting at noon. First one, first pitch, you're going to have the Pirates and the Mets. We got the White Sox and Brewers, the Nationals, the Cubs, the Twins, the Orioles, and the Red Sox and the Reds. I'm ready to see if Ellie De La Cruz can go back and steal another 60 bags and maybe hit 30 bombs this year. Combo of speed and power with Ellie De La Cruz. What is Terry Francona going to do with this Reds teams this year? There's just so many fun questions around baseball. Is it going to be another Tarek Skubal and Paul Skeens, Cy Young? Are the Dodgers the dominant team in baseball? We're going to find out over the 162-game marathon. But what we're doing is looking in Miss Cleo. Y'all remember Miss Cleo, right?
Call me now.
Call me now, Miss Cleo.
Oh, that woman wasn't no Jamaican or from the
I
island.
don't have a better accent for me. Hello,
I was always convinced she was from South Memphis.
Yeah, I knew that too. Yo, man. This is Miss Cleo. I'm on South Memphis, man.
She from the same neighborhood as Darian.
Her and D. And D's dumbass moved to North Mississippi just so his kids can get in trouble every single day. But it is baseball, man. We got the Sweet 16 tomorrow. We got Wemby in town. If you see a dude who's like 7 feet tall, 6 inches, and if he turns sideways, he disappears. That's Victor Wembanyama. Say what up, dap him up. You're going to have to get probably a step ladder from most of you people. It made me think about, you remember when Michael Jordan did his Hall of Fame speech? By the way, one of the greatest Hall of Fame speeches.
Right, because he ran down everybody.
Dude, if you like, that just shows he's competitive.
Yeah,
like, all the people he was stacking fire.
I looked at it as him flexing his swag.
I loved it. I also looked at it as realistically, that's actually him. But when he also mentioned my older brothers are 5'4" and 5'6",
and they used to dominate him,
and they used to take him to work. And then he's like, man, I got lucky. And then he brought homie who was 6'7" that, kept him off the team. Man, dude, it's one of the greatest speeches ever. And it just makes me think about like what it takes to be a pro athlete. But I just loved hearing him talk about my brothers are 5'4" and 5'6". I'm 6'4". It is different. Baseball changes, families change, things are changing. We got everything going on in March. And spring is here, and spring, what is it? Hope is eternal during spring or something like that? Hope springs like eternal.
Hey, man, all I know is, man, April showers bring May flowers. That's all I know.
420 brings high, folks.
And they send them to Steele, Missouri.
CodesDispensary.com. Make sure you get all your legal reefer madness all at Codes Dispensary, 60 minutes away from Memphis, Tennessee. CodesDispensary.com. I could use a gummy right now. Lordy, they got some good ones. Jorge, how you doing on this beautiful Wednesday?
What up? I'm good. And to my surprise, I thought you already had some gummies. That's what I thought.
No. I just smoked. Never mind. Anyway, I just smoked some of that caviar this morning. It's actually, no, I'm high still, I think.
I'm floating it on the cool level.
Yeah.
We do all right around here, boy.
Yeah, we go to Codes Dispensary because we smart like you wouldn't believe. It's only 60 minutes away. We leave work. Like, I leave at 3 o'clock. I'm back in my crib by 5 o'clock.
You ain't back at your crib at 5 o'clock with that traffic.
No, yeah, I usually am. Superman drives on the way back.
That's fair.
Superman drives different. He drives like my man.
He drives like Superman.
He drives like Jason Yesnick that was in here earlier, like 150 around the turns. But man, Jorge, with all the stuff that's going on, we got baseball finally opening up. I'm really actually excited. It's officially back. I just wanted to ask you right off the jump. Mm-hmm. Is the MVP, like the betting odds for futures? I love futures. It's just, I don't know. It just, you don't have to put a lot down. Nice payout. Gives you something to pay attention to the whole year. Bet against, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm just kind of wondering, like, do we just go ahead and put Tarek Skubal, even though they're favored, and Paul Skeens, even though he's favored, right there at that Cy Young again?
No. I mean, even though they're favored, I usually like to, as far as the futures go, I usually like to go with the underdog because of the payout. Now, I got a couple of arms for you to watch for as far as the AL. I would look at Reagan with the Royals. Mm-hmm. I really like him. He can have a Cy Young type year. And I also in the AL, I mean, it's no surprise. You picked him last year, and he came really close. Crochet.
Yep.
With the Red Sox. There's no reason not to pick him, especially with losing out and as close as he was last year to Skubal. I mean, it was really close. I mean, you made a pick in the last 2 months of the year, I believe, right? And he almost came away with it. If it wasn't for Skubal being Skubal, but Crochet had an amazing last 2 months for the Red Sox. So I really like both of them. Now, as far as the NL goes, the NL is a little tougher.
Paul
to play for. Yeah, Paul Skeens, I think he's going to win it and do it again this year.
Another bet that I was going to tell you about Paul real quick. So Paul for the Cy Young I also took Paul Skeens for the most strikeouts at plus 400. And the reason I took it is because, he had 216 strikeouts across 187 innings last year. He was the NL Cy Young Award winner. His strikeout rate was 30% last year, which ranked 4th. Yeah. I think it's going to go up a little bit more. In his first season, it was actually 31.2%, a little bit higher at only 133 innings. But what makes me think about it is I know Paul's 24, but I feel like he's a little bit ahead of the curve. Remember Steven Strasburg, when he would turn 25 years old, when he was on the mound, he led the league in strikeouts. Justin Verlander first did it at 26. Since I'm looking at Paul Skeens, I just feel like he's a little bit ahead of both of those guys when they got to the show. I feel like this is the year that Paul's going to hit over 200 innings, and he's going to lead the league in strikeouts at like 240 plus.
I'm with you, and you know what? I was going to wait to make this bold prediction, but I told you that I had a couple for you today. Don't be surprised if the Pittsburgh Pirates win a wild card spot.
Whoa.
Yes.
All right, let's get right there into it then. Let's go, Jorge, because you got me fired up. And by the way, y'all know who my homie Jorge is. Jorge, if they don't know you, will you tell them where they can find you and why they should?
Of course. You can find me on Facebook, The Dish, and also YouTube, The Dish. Our handle on YouTube for The Dish is The Dish 463. If you don't know what 463 and you watch baseball, something's wrong.
And you don't know double plays.
Yes. So, let's get into it, man. Like you were saying, the Pirates have a lot of good young talent and arms, and they are in a division that, quite honestly, there's two teams at the top of the division. Last year, we thought the Cubs were going to run away with it, but Milwaukee was right there and took it from them. And the Cubs have upgraded and got an ace with Edwin Cabrera from the Mariners to go with Inaga. So I think that division is pretty locked up with the Cubs, but the Pirates are going to be in this until the very end, and I believe they lock up one of the 3 wildcard spots in the NL. Their lineup is nothing to play with either. They finally have ace with the pitcher and Skeens that we've been talking about. He's going to win another Cy Young. Their young pitching at the top is going to leave them and have them in some games. Now, as far as win totals, I believe they're going to be at 80-something wins, 85, somewhere around there. But they're going to be a wild card team, man. I have a lot of faith in the Pirates this year, and especially Skeens. I think he's going to carry them, like you said, and he's going to win a Cy Young, another Cy Young.
I'm right there with you. The dude is just ridiculous, and he's dominant, and I absolutely love him. I'm just kind of curious, does he have enough offense over there in the Central?
I don't, like I said, I don't think the Central, they're not vying for a Central. They're going for a wild card.
Wild card, okay.
So they have to have enough. They have to have enough for them to go against the other wild card teams, which I'll name here, for you later. But I think they do. I think they have enough with O'Neal Cruz there, and then Brandon Lau, at second base. I believe they're going to have enough offense to get them by due to their young arms and young pitching. If you guys have not paid attention to the Pirates, it's time to pay attention to the Pirates. Even though they haven't spent a lot of money, which we know that they don't do, they still have young talent to where they can be one of those teams to make some noise and go into the wild card spot. I believe they will this year.
All right,
I believe they're going to do it. All right.
Let's get up into a little bit of some division winners, and then we'll go into the rest of the wild card because we're looking into the future, baby. You ready to do it?
Let's do it.
All right, we're going to start off always in the American League, and we start out with the East. And, the Yankees play tonight. First game of the year. They're on the road against the San Francisco Giants. I am fired up for this one. We got two amazing ass pitchers on the bump, but I'm curious. Yankees, Blue Jays have completely changed. Tampa Bay Rays are always scrappy. We saw what Boston did last year, and we know the young talent that they have in Baltimore. Who comes out of the East?
So I believe there will be 3 teams in the playoffs out of the East.
Whoa.
Now, as far as what 3 teams, I'm not going to let you know yet. But as far as the division winner goes, I got to stick to my guns, and I think the Blue Jays are going to run it back. I think the Blue Jays have what it has. They've seen what it takes. Vladimir Guerrero is very hungry and upset that he lost that World Series. And I just think they have the team to run it back. I don't think a lot of people are saying Bo Bichette is a bigger loss than people think. I don't think so.
You think Andres Jimenez can fill in and not necessarily with the bat, but be a good enough glove to make up with outs defensively to take away the loss from Bo Bichette?
Yes, him and Clement. Don't forget they got Clement.
Oh, yeah, they got Ernie over there, don't they?
Yes, they got a great ball playing Clement that can play all over the field. He's a contact hitter, has some pop to him as well, and he's a good piece for them. And I think that's what allowed Bo Bichette to walk. And I don't think it's going to be a big of a loss to them. Now, what they do have to do better with is their rotation, because their rotation last year, and we talked about it a lot, their relievers were winning them a lot of games. You can't sustain that, I don't think, over a 2-year period. 1 year is fine, but 2 years, baseball and the league, they catch up. So you gotta have some adjustments. You have to have your rotation needing some innings. The rotation could be good enough, to do what they need to do and win them some ball games. But I think the big key there is Savage. He has to be that pitcher that they want him to be, and that ace or that face they want him to be, because he showed that he can be that in the playoffs. And we'll see if he keeps that up.
Yeah, and the only thing about Savage is I feel like he's going to start the season. If I'm not, I might be mistaken. Is he not on the injured reserve list?
He is. Ugh. He is on the injured
reserve list. And so is Bieber, isn't he?
Yes, he is, but Bieber is always on the injured reserve list.
Always. That's facts. Those are facts. That's one thing they're going to have is the pitching again. Jeff Hoffman closing things, I'm not worried about. It's more of is Garcia going to be Rogers, Little? Are they going to be enough, when they come in 7, 8, 9 to get enough outs to close the game out?
And don't forget, they did get an arm out there that can pay dividends to them with Dylan Cease. So they did add him to the rotation. So he can need some innings, but he can also be one of those pitchers that implodes in the second and third inning and doesn't get deep into the game.
Yeah, I'll tell you, 30-year-old Dylan Cease is a different pitcher. He'll go out there and strike a bunch of dudes out, and he'll look great. And then he'll have games where he puts 3 guys on and has, a 2, 3, 4 run inning and just absolutely bury you.
Exactly. We've seen that many of times with San Diego.
All right, we looked at the AL East. I'm moving over to the Central, and there's a team in the Central that I'm just kind of wondering. It's the Tigers, of course. It's Cleveland, of course. You love the Royals. The White Sox just suck. I'm just kind of curious. Right now, I feel like this is kind of so jumbled up. I have no idea who to pick other than Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, look, we talked about it last year when Detroit was going in, when they went into the deadline, the trade deadline, saying that they needed a second arm.
And they got Framber Valdez from Houston.
Exactly. And that is
Jack Flaherty's your third starter?
Yes. That is going to be huge because Framber Valdez is a pitcher that eats up innings every year. He's at the top of the list as far as innings for starting pitcher goes, and also quality start. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Johnny, and you may want to check this, I think last year he had over 13 quality starts, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he had 13 wins, and I believe actually his quality starts was actually a little higher than that. But I do know he had 13 wins last year.
So his quality starts for anybody that doesn't know is when you go over 6 innings pitched. So that's a quality start, and for a starter to go 6 innings in baseball now, is amazing. That's 18 outs that you're recording, and you're leaving basically 3 innings for your bullpen, and that in itself for a starter to do that is fantastic. And they have the best pitcher probably in baseball to do that right after Skubal. So they have a huge upgrade in their rotation. Their lineup, hopefully,
has to stop striking out so damn much, period. That's like, put the ball in play. Like, when you get 2 guys on, maybe bunt them over. Like last year, it was more annoying to see 2 guys getting on base, and then you would see 3 consecutive strikeouts. Like, what in the hell?
Yep.
Did they not lead the major leagues in strikeouts last year? I feel like that was the Tigers.
I'm not sure about that, but to be honest with you, I really hope that the Detroit Tigers do not show up like they did in the second half of the year last year. Because if they do, runs were hard to come by. Pitchers weren't pitching deep into games. They weren't winning many games. There was a stretch, and we saw what happened with Guardians at the end of the year. But I believe this is their division, and they'll learn from last year.
Sorry, Colorado was first. They were second in strikeouts.
Oh, there you go.
And I mean, dude, I forget how many times, since Ubaldo Jimenez has done anything, since Trevor Story, since Nolan Arenado, since Dante. There's Larry Walker. Like how many times do you talk about Colorado?
Not much. not much. Not about the Rockies. There's not much to talk about with them.
Now, over in the West, though, because I feel like this is Detroit's to lose. Over in the West, though, I will tell you, I love Seattle this year. Am I crazy?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I love them. I put a couple $dollars on them to win the World Series because they had the best damn odds for a team that I actually thought had the skill to do it.
No, I mean, and as you should, their rotation alone goes against any rotation in
Gilbert,
baseball.
Kirby, Wu, Castillo, Miller, Brad Miller.
Yep.
Bryce Miller.
Any rotation, any Bryce Miller, any rotation in baseball, this is probably 1 through 5 the best in all of baseball, and that's saying a lot. Now, we don't need Cal Lowry to put up the year that he put up last year because, that's, once basically in a lifetime, and it was once in a lifetime, which he probably won't do again. But he does need to be that catalyst for them. And I believe he's up to the task, and they're going to make the playoffs, and I think they're going to win the division. I think that's a foregone conclusion now. As far as
what do you think about their outfield, by the way, though? I love, Julio in center, and I like Randy Arozarena in left and Luke Raley over in right. I like their outfield.
Their outfield is nice. Now, the right field, it's a little questionable, right?
Yeah, but when you got Julio and I need Luke just to be decent. Bat 240 and hit 20 homers.
How about Julio Rodriguez puts up 2 second halves instead of
1.5 every year? Yeah.
Yeah. If that happens, I think the Mariners run away with this division, and it's not even close. Now, here's my second bold prediction for the AL side, and I think a lot more people. I think you're going to be even more surprised with this one than you were with the Pirates. I don't even know what to call them right now. The Oakland A's, the Nevada A's,
great
A's,
question.
whatever you want to call them. They are going to finish second in this division.
Whoa.
They are going
even
to
playing in
ahead
that
of
AAA ballpark. I mean, I know Brent Rooker can absolutely rake. They brought Max Muncy over to play third. They got, Sevy last year. They got Jeffrey Springs. But what else did they add to make you feel where they actually can make it?
I just think in a whole, if you're looking at that division as a whole, and the young stars that they have in their lineup with Kurtz and all the young guns they have, a Butler. They have a whole bunch of young Langoliers, a catcher.
Good point.
McNeil playing second base, a contact hitter. I think the lineup up and down has some great hitters. What they're questionable in is their pitching, obviously. But I think their lineup is good enough to put up runs and and especially in that division, because it's overall, if you're looking from top to bottom, it's a pretty weak division. I think the A's this year take a leap forward and finish second in that division in front of Houston, of course in front of the Angels, but I think they're going to finish in front of Houston this year.
What about the Rangers? I mean, you got DeGrom back this year. You got Evaldi. They have the kid Mackenzie Gore. Jack Leiter's their number 4, and the Kumar Rocker kid that came out of Vanderbilt. I mean, the dude throws triple digits, has all kinds of pitching. He just hadn't been able to put it together at the major league level. That could be a nasty starting 5.
Yes, it can be. That's a big question, right? Though.
Yep.
We gotta make sure that these guys stay healthy. I mean, and the biggest one you named at the very beginning, DeGrom.
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time he was really healthy and pitched an entire year? Look, if you're the Rangers and you're looking at actually making a run, there has to be a plan for DeGrom not to pitch every 4 to 5 days. You can't afford to lose him in this rotation, and you can't afford an injury setting him back for the entire career.
Now when you got like a young Jack Leiter, a young Kumar Rocker, let them eat up some innings. They got young arms. Get Jacob DeGrom back healthy and let him go every 6th day.
His biggest attribute to this team is not what he does on the mound, is what he can teach these young kids when he's not pitching.
Yeah, I look at Kumar Rocker to learn a lot from him.
Yes, exactly.
Now, I got to go quick here, Jorge, because we're going to do a lot more next week. We're going to start in the NL, but just a little quickness because the league is starting. Over in the East, Mets, Phillies, Braves, Marlins, Nationals.
So, in the East, I went back and forth, but this is a big if, and I like them. And I told you this before, it's their division to win. The Braves. I think the Braves, Acuna, look at what he just did in the WBC, led his country to a world championship. I think the Braves, again, this is a big if. This is why they play the games. If they stay healthy, they will be division winners. Their rotation is questionable, but their 1-2 punch with Sale and Strider is really good. Behind that, a lot of questions, but I like them to win the division.
Yeah, and I'll tell you one thing. Ozzie Albies is going to have to step up and have a good season. But if Austin Riley can just be Austin Riley, Acuna can stay healthy. If Michael Harris can stay healthy, I think they brought the Yaz over, didn't they?
Yes.
I kind of like it. I like it.
I like it too. I mean, but again, they got to stay healthy.
Who's going DH? Dominic Smith?
That's a good question.
Or Sean Murphy, possibly.
Right? Yeah. I mean, it has to be one of them too, because who your plan just backfilled and just failed, and he's not going to be playing this year. So, yeah, somebody with a little bit of pop, you have to have Sean Murphy or Dominic Smith. Yeah.
I like that too, though, because Sean's a righty and then Dominic's a lefty, so you can kind of mix in and mix out.
Yep, platoon.
Hey, man, Jorge, I'm out of time, unfortunately, but I do need to ask you this because I will get stabbed in the face. Somebody's out there like trying to write their things. Over in the Central with the quickness, who we got?
I like the Cubs out of the Central.
Do you think Ellie De La Cruz can put up an MVP season, maybe steal 65 bags, hit 35 homers?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to get back to that. He was injured the second half, but he's going to steal 50. He's going to hit about 25. Yes, MVP type numbers, yes, but MVP this year, I don't believe so.
Over in the West, Dodgers, and more Dodgers.
That's the easiest division, and this is another actually hot take that I was going to mention. The Dodgers won division, run away with it. The San Diego Padres will not make the playoffs.
Whoa! No playoffs for the Padres?
No, sir. They will not make the playoffs. That rotation's falling apart. getting older. That lineup, I believe, if they do not do anything with it, they will break up that lineup in that
Who the hell is going to be their opening day starter, honestly? I don't even know who their number one is.
That it's Pavetta right now.
Good God,
That's
are you joking?
their opening day start. No, sir. And then final up by Michael King. So that's where I'm at with them. Their rotation is their weakness. And before we get any further, the other hot takes that on the AL side, and I said this in 2023 when they didn't make the playoffs, the Yankees are not going to be making the playoffs.
Not this year.
Not this year.
What about betting on them tonight? Who you got?
I got the Yankees. I like the Yankees winning tonight. Look for Judge to have 2 hits, scoring over 5 runs in total for the game. Remember, Judge was playing in the WBC, and even though he didn't show up in the final, he didn't have a bad WBC.
I kind of also like Max Fried over 15.5 outs. Give me 5 and a third, Max.
That's a nice line, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Jorge, I could talk to you all day. Make sure you check him out at The Dish. Go to The Dish. You can check him out at YouTube. It's The Dish, and it's what, 462?
463.
463 double play. Okay, I was like, man, we going all the way to the catcher. That's why I was trying to figure out. I thought 463. Now that's a much easier double play than a 462. Hey, Jorge, do me a favor, man. Be blessed and thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the games tonight and tomorrow.
Yes, brother. You too. I'll talk to you next week. Thank you, man.
That's my man, Jorge. Late for a break. Got a big guest on the other side. We got Andre Harris. He's next. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Let Bryant Dacus and Brett Norsworthy take you home every afternoon. Sports Time on Sports 56. Weekdays from 3 to 6 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Guns, guns, and more guns. Over 700 firearms in stock. Home defense guns, old guns, new guns, used guns, big guns, little guns. Every gun you can think of, Classic Arms has them. All brands like Glock, Sig, Colt, Ruger, Smith & Wesson, Browning, Beretta, Benelli, Remington, Winchester, and more. Guaranteed lowest prices in town. Only gun importer in the Mid-South. Free gun inspections and appraisals and free bore sighting for the upcoming deer season. Shop online at ClassicArmsOfMemphis.com or visit Classic Arms at 1740 Germantown Parkway behind Corky's Barbecue in Cordova.
A sacred season is approaching for those of the Jewish faith, Passover. This year, many Israeli residents will observe this holiday in darkness under the shadow of war. Across Israel, red alert sirens pierce the air. Families run to shelters with seconds to spare. Elderly men and women fear they'll be left behind, requiring assistance.
Parents comfort frightened children as explosions shake the night. Sleeplessness and uncertainty have become daily life. Passover reminds us that God hears the cries of his people and answers with love and compassion. That's why the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews is on the ground in Israel right now. They're providing food and emergency supplies, equipping bomb shelters, and caring for the elderly. Vulnerable Israelis need your help today.
Your most generous Passover gift shows you stand with God's people. Support those in need in Israel at a time when it's most needed. To rush your gift, call 888-488-IFCJ. That's 888-488-IFCJ, or give online at ifcj.org. That's ifcj.org.
Picture this. Somebody is breaking into your home, but you're at work, the movies, or you're on a flight. You'll see the footage in a couple of hours, but by then, it's way too late. Choose SimpliSafe. It's a customizable, entire home security system backed by 24/7 monitoring agents, real pros you can rely on to act even when you can't. To get 50% off a new SimpliSafe system, just go to simplysafecolin.com. SimplysafeColin, COLIN.com. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
If you want to make money in sales, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. If you can sell, Flynn Broadcasting has a great career waiting for you. If you can sell, we have great benefits, salary, commission, sales leads, and a great place to work. If you can sell, let us know today. Send your resume to jobs@flynn.com. Can everyone sell? No. But if you can, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. Apply today at jobs@flynn.com. Start your great career today at jobs@flynn.com. Flynn Broadcasting wants you.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Man, what a beautiful Wednesday it is. We got Major League Baseball tonight with the Giants. We got the Yankees. I'm going over 15 and a half outs with Max Fried.
I'm borrowing all your futures when we do break down the whole thing tomorrow with Craig and Eli from 7 to 10.
All right, beautiful. Yeah, you got a little baseball down.
There you go.
We got also Sweet 16 action.
There you go.
All day tomorrow. I have every game already broken down. I've already basically figured out who I'm going to bet on and why.
I need to
not
sing
every
some.
game. I might have to look at some of yours. I got 5 games I'm locked on.
Coach Les gave a quick breakdown on the 105 Hoop site of the Sweet 16, and he got some real keynotes. I'm going to send that over to you.
Actually, send it over because you might just change my list.
That's what I'm saying.
I listen to Coach Les.
You got to. I mean, this is the same dude that told me on Saturday, hey, Hubert Davis going to be gone by Wednesday.
Yeah, and by the way, Bill Self, he retired today yet?
No, it didn't happen. Actually, Bill Self has come out and said that he hadn't said anything. He actually come out and say, no, it's bad info, y'all. I'm still chilling.
23 years at Kansas, 2 national championships, and after the way that my little man, you did a coaching clinic at the end with all the timeouts, but just left a little too much time
Let
for
my
the
man
one
go
dude who
down
had
Beale
0
Street.
points. Rick Pitino went slick Rick on his ass. He's like, let me tell you something.
Well, you had to get one
I know
back.
they don't think they're going to put it in the hole.
He had to get one back. You remember, this is the same Rick Pitino that didn't front Christian Laettner.
True that. That was when it. So remember, I was a Kentucky fan as a kid because I loved me some Rick when I was a kid. I was a Guido lover. You know what I'm saying?
With me and Dre, we like Duke.
Coach.
He is a
He's
great
a
coach,
man.
I mean, dude, what he did at Providence in Kentucky and Louisville and the brothel and St.
I
John's.
said the brothel.
Just keep him out of Chili's.
6 teams in the NCAA tournament, a record.
Yeah, bro.
That draft beer at Chili's and those damn $11 lunches will get Rick now. But, man, I'm excited for all the stuff. We got baseball, Sweet 16, NBA's closing out, Wemby's in town, Grizzlies play a big game tonight down at FedEx Forum for fans because they're going to see the new big ticket, 7'6" Victor Wembanyama.
This is true.
Is he playing?
Yeah.
Okay.
He balling. He going for MVP. Jokic, Shea, Wemby.
I mean,
Cade ain't played enough games.
Okay, Cade play. He just probably won't be back. Well, no, I think he might miss his total. Yeah, you know what?
He ain't gonna make the total, man.
He gonna miss his total, but he's also the reason why that thing will get
postseason awards gonna get changed.
Yeah, it's gonna get rectified because you can't have. I mean, let's see.
Look, the load management thing became such an issue that they did this for
But
that reason.
That's what happens when you need your.
And now, well, I mean, again, we did also have some insane BS. Like we were going to games to see people play,
That's fair.
and then you would pay. And again, my man Andre Harris is in the studio. By the way, I didn't even introduce him yet. I'm hanging out with my homie Andre Harris. If you don't know, he's with Newell Constructions. Super great guy, Memphis, a season ticket holder. He bleeds blue. He bleeds.
He is a
all three
Central High Hoops legend.
Central High Hoops superstar.
I was there. Not just that. We go back further than that.
Yeah.
He is a Whitehaven Community Center legend, and I know that because I'm one too.
Yeah, he would. Hey, I was gonna say this. I don't know if you told Johnny about your hoop exploits, Jay.
I'm trying to get him into shorty ball.
Listen, Jay was the first dude I ever seen. AAU, Junior Olympics, all this. Man, dude was.
I was AAU before a lot of our generation was
he
AAU.
was,
That's
man.
true.
These kids don't even know what Junior Olympics is. Yeah.
When you took it back to where this how we know we showing our age. You said Junior Olympics.
That's what I'm saying.
That's when the AAU was really referred to as Junior Olympics with the medals and the whole deal.
And you didn't have 1,000 teams. You know,
Didn't have 1,000
It was
teams.
hard to get on the team.
When you had to be good enough to get the invite to try out.
Exactly. So we go back a long way, man. Me and Jay.
Man, did they even have all the when you were playing over at Central? Did they have all the max preps and all that stuff even back
It
then?
was starting out.
Just starting this
Just
stuff.
starting out.
Yeah. You wouldn't have found my name on there. I wouldn't have been no 5-star. I had a good career though.
Great career.
You know what you were finding, Mount John, when you open up the commercial appeal in the sports section and they had that group picture of the best of the preps. he would be on that group picture of the best of the preps.
Yeah, I was on it. I was on all the
among the other hoopers,
best of the preps and the all-star teams and all this stuff. And
that's right, you did play in the Nike All-Star game. I was there too.
Got to play with some, some future NBA guys, Antonio Burks and Quintel Woods, and just a lot of Memphis has so many great basketball players, man. I was just happy to be a part of it,
Bro, you brought up a name, Antonio Burks, man.
Yeah, it's my dude, Antonio, man. He's a great player. You didn't want to see him in high school.
Man.
I remember he came to Central. He came to Central one of the 1 o'clock games. We won.
And we won.
He put a show on.
We won that game. I'm going to tell you, look, you brought that game. That game, I think my dad might have made that game. Man, that game gave me so much confidence in playing high school basketball. Those games would be packed, standing room only. Those 1 o'clock games, man, and we were able to beat that team. They were a really good team, that BTW team with Antonio Burks. And, man, I remember that vividly.
Man, I got to honestly ask you, Andre, because I feel terrible now that I think about it. It's been, I don't even know how long now because I'm kind of pathetic and things pop out of my head, but when you brought up Antonio Burks, I just think about him when he got shot. How's he doing?
Man, as far as I know, he's doing great, man. Looks like he's trying to get back in shape. And
I mean, was that about a year and a half ago?
That he got shot?
Yeah, how long?
Man,
how long?
That was over a decade ago.
Damn, see what I'm talking about? Everything runs together for me.
Codes Dispensary.
Codes Dispensary, Steele, Missouri. If you want to sound just like Johnny Radio and sound like an idiot, that's all you have to do. Sid Vicious said it best. I'm 10 times better than you with half the brain.
Half the brain that you do.
Man, yeah. So.
Damn, it has been a decade. I mean, the hustle have been around a decade.
Yep.
Lord, my daughter, my baby girl, a senior at Ole Miss. How in the hell does this all happen? I'm married. I wake up every day and wonder where this ring came from. And I'm like, oh, damn, I'm married.
You think about it. I've been on your show for 4 years now. Almost like full 4 years. That was 2022.
You've been Morgan Freeman and I've been Jessica Tandy for 4 years.
Not quite. That's probably been more like 2.5 right there. That part of it.
Now, I don't ride in the back, by the way, Andre, but it is a joke. My man Jay picks me up every day, brings me to work, and Superman takes me home. Because I don't know if y'all know this, I quit driving. When I quit driving, no.
I told him the story already.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I think I'm just going to take a break.
You know what? Hey, in this economy, man, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Speaking of this economy right now, man, I got a question. How's everything going with Newell Construction? And right now, if you're looking to have an addition, I mean, if you're over at Newell Construction, my question is what are some of the things that you are, I would say, best at? What are the things that you like? What are the jobs that you're looking for?
So right now, what we're doing a lot of is building affordable housing, new construction. We're doing a lot of that right now. We actually have a groundbreaking ceremony tomorrow.
When?
Yeah, it's tomorrow at 1:30. The address is 915 Faxon Avenue. And so we're going to be doing
Faxon?
Yeah.
So you know Kevin McKinney?
I know Kevin.
Man, you know that new construction that's right over there on the corner?
Very well.
That's my homie.
Kevin is your homie?
Yeah, that's my boy.
That's my guy too.
Damn, I knew when you said Faxon, because we built one over there on Faxon, me, Kevin, and Chaz.
Funny story about Kevin, man. Kevin, I wouldn't be doing this without
Slim. Ain't no joke.
I wouldn't be doing this without Slim.
Really?
Yep, absolutely.
Dude, man, see, Kevin is one of the nicest guys, and the fact that this is how small of a world, you've known Jay Ham since he was like 10 years old.
Yep.
I've known Kevin McKinney for a decade. We first now just met.
Yep.
Like, you see how when you a Memphis person, it just all goes around.
Full circle.
That's why you got to treat everybody right.
Treat people right.
Because I promise you, somebody is going to know that person. And the fact that you know my boy Slim.
Yeah, man. Great guy.
And one of the greatest guys.
Yep. Great guy. So, Slim, if you're listening, man, I appreciate everything, brother.
Yeah, and so he's one of the guys that kind of got you started. He helped my friend Miriam. She got into it. Chas, my wife. You now go to chastityharden.com for real estate. But I'm telling you, we're going to come back on the other side with Andre Harris. I'm going to talk a little bit about his business. I'm going to give you our bets for tonight's baseball game. Because I ain't going to lie to you, bro. I ain't betting basketball till tomorrow.
I ain't betting no more NBA basketball until they break down the 16 teams that's going to playoffs.
Especially the way I got screwed last night on a little over and under action.
You feel me?
Like, screw you.
That's why I didn't even bother.
Don't touch the dial. My homie Andre Harris is coming back on the other side. This is Sports 56, 98.5. Oh, hold up. I got to tell you something important. Dude, this is for you as well. And you tell my man Slim about this. I can't believe I haven't called him about this. Now I do feel feel bad. You need to go to MrCleanTeam.com. It's you see the hat high-low that I got on my head?
Yep.
Dude, high-low does commercial, janitorial, industrial cleaning, post-construction cleaning, setup and moving. All you have to do is go to MrCleanTeam.com. They're the cleanest team in town, and they have the JRD guarantee. You find any debris, they're going to come back and do it. And do it. And do it till you're satisfied, whatever it is. That's high-low, baby. Go to MrCleanTeam.com. I'm coming back with my homie Andre Harris, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Take your basketball skills to the next level at Shoot 360 Memphis. Shoot 360 is a revolutionary basketball training facility that combines cutting-edge technology with gamification and provides instant objective feedback with hands-on one-on-one expert coaching. And now, introducing Shoot 360 Cordova, a newly renovated 50,000 square foot facility with 2 NBA regulation size courts, 3 high school size courts, and 4 shooting bays with Shoot 360 technology. Memberships are now on a monthly basis. And yes, you can become a member at both locations. Whether you're an aspiring young talent, NBA player, or looking for a unique workout, all skill levels are welcome at Shoot 360 Memphis to learn proper shooting and passing techniques, improve fundamentals, and gain a competitive edge while having fun. Shoot 360 Memphis, now in Cordova and Collierville. Call them today at 901-779-3176. That's 901-779-3176. The future of basketball training is here. Shoot 360 Memphis.
The best I-dos start with Sissy's Blue. Discover bridal jewelry worthy of your big day at Sissy's Log Cabin, along with our spectacular experience that comes with our promise of exceptional quality, service, and brilliant natural diamonds. Experience our expansive selection when you stop by any of our 7 locations or shop online at sissyslogcabin.com. Find your perfect engagement ring only at Sissy's Log Cabin, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
Hi, this is Lauren Choate with Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Taking care of families isn't new to us. It's what we've done across the Mid-South since 1958. Now celebrating 68 years in business, Choate's is still family-owned, award-winning, and committed to doing things the right way. With honest service, expert technicians, and industry-leading warranties that bring real peace of mind. To celebrate, we're offering our $68 deals. Get our $68 early bird AC tune-up special, or just need Freon to get you cooling, get $68 off per pound. If your system is struggling, don't wait for it to fail on the hottest day of the year. Upgrade today and get up to $2,000 in Carrier Cool Cash rebates on select Carrier systems. Plus, enjoy 60 months no interest financing on new HVAC systems, generators, or tankless water heaters. Call Choates at 347-8086 or visit HVAC.com today. And remember, let our family serve your family.
At DraftKings, we're all about responsible gaming. Sometimes you got to know when to hold up. There are no locks or sure things, so know when to fold up. It's more fun when it's for fun. So play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, 21 plus. Asian eligibility varies by jurisdiction.
4.9 liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a beautiful Wednesday. We got pro baseball, and then I'm going to give you the bets, the plays, the things to take. My man Jason hit me up at the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line where life's too short for ordinary jewelry. I trust this man. He has been dropping dimes on me. That's a fact, Jack. I also trust the man in front of me, man. My wife texts me. She knows you. My boy Kevin McKinney definitely knows you. He's like, what up? Slim says hello. I'm talking about Andre Harris. Andre Harris has started Newell Constructions. He's been doing a lot of stuff around the Mid-South. And again, it's amazing how small the world is. You have a ribbon cutting ceremony tomorrow over on Faxon.
Yes, sir.
Is this the first from the ground up that you've done?
No, it's not. So I'm doing this project in collaboration with the Memphis and Shelby County Community Redevelopment Agency.
Sweet.
So we're doing about 3 projects with them to start, and that's the first one. So we're going to do a little ceremony.
So revitalizing Faxon.
That's right.
I love it. By the way, that construction, that house on the left, Kevin built that bad boy right there on the corner.
Did it? That looked like one of Kevin's properties.
It is Kevin's property, man. I mean, that's when Chas and Kevin, we were first together, and Kevin was like, man, we can make a fortune right here. I looked at it and I said, man, you crazy as hell.
Brother, hey.
And we made a fortune.
That guy does some nice
He knows business.
He knows what to do.
And Moss Real Estate, and by the way, you can now go to ChastityHarden.com for Moss Real Estate. She sells Slim's products. Hopefully she's going to start selling everything for Andre Harris, but she can sell for you. Go to ChastityHarden.com. And remember, Harden is I-N. I changed it after my man James Harden my kinfolk was terrible in the postseason, especially in game 6 and 7 with Philadelphia. I changed it from EN to IN. I still got a nicer beard than him, though.
There you go.
But I don't have his jump shot. But I do have his jump shot in game 6 and 7. But Andre, I do also to know is how can people out there get in touch with you? Where can they find you? Yeah. And how can you help them?
Yeah, man. So they can find me social media, Instagram. I'm on there as Dre. That's DRE_developer 901. That's on Instagram. On Facebook is
Dre_developer 901. Yeah. That is actually easy. Dre. Andre Harris. Dre_developer 901.
Yep, that's Instagram. Facebook. It's just my name, Andre Harris. We also have a company Facebook page, Newell Construction. That's NUEWILL Construction. And LinkedIn, Andre Harris. And you can give us a call at 901-205-9336, 901-205-9336. Or you can visit our website and connect with us. That's newwellconstruction.com.
Get your business going and make sure you start losing high-low because they clean from the top to the bottom and everything in between. Nobody does it like the cleanest team in town, and that is high-low. Go to MrCleanTeam.com. One other thing is I needed to remind you, people out there, we talking about construction, we talking about work, we talking about this. Mercedes-Benz Van Center. They got serious vans for serious workers. 4430 American Way in Memphis right here. Simple. They're your number one source for cargo vans, passenger vans, crew vans, custom chassis. In fact, if you want that thing pimped out, go right ahead. We had Polecat Racing in here. You need some poles up in your little van? Maybe you're doing a different destination. They can do it. You need it to be wide open because you delivering for Amazon. They got you covered. Do you need a fleet of vans? Do you need one van? Do you need used vans, new vans? Whatever you need, they got them. The main thing is they have certified techs always there. Fast maintenance to get your butt back on the road. They do repairs with a quickness. They do them right, and they have the largest parts inventory in the Mid-South. Mercedes-Benz Van Center is your Sprinter Vans headquarters. Go to sprintervans.com. Mercedes-Benz Van Center, part of the Tag Truck Center family, driven to keep you on the road.
You can't be throwing midgets out of the Mercedes.
Dude, that's me and Jason. Can you believe that I tossed Cassie? She's a 2'10" midget, 20 feet for $20. What? Yeah, you think I don't. You think he's like, what are you talking about?
He told me some of the story, but he didn't tell that part.
We went to the Blue Hookah Lounge, and we had midget stripping. And it was awesome. From 210 to 411.
That is crazy.
And it was awesome. And I saw my man Chef Jason at Trap Fusion. And you could pay 20. You know Jason too?
We went to high school.
Yeah, Central. John, this is like the fifth Central High grad that you had on the show since I've been here, and I'm number one.
Yeah, you're right.
Man. Yeah, I know Lloyd too.
Good to go.
Lloyd's
Oh my
real
God, my ball.
Him and Lloyd go back to like middle school, junior high school.
And our dads played at Memphis State football together. Yeah.
We live in a very, very
small world, brother. Small city.
Wild city in a world.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing: you just treat people right and you do good, you're always going to make it in Memphis. Because guess what? Memphis supports Memphis.
Absolutely.
Does. Check out my man Andre Harris. New Wheel Construction is baller. They got 1:30 tomorrow, a ribbon cutting on Fax, and it's going to be awesome. But now we got to bet. I'm very simply doing this. It's really simple for me. I'm taking the Yankees tonight. Look how many Yankees were in the WBC. I'm also taking them because Max Fried, I feel like, is going to give me at least 5 1/3 innings. So I'm going Max Fried over 15.5 outs. To record 15.5 outs over Max Fried. Logan Webb over 5 strikeouts. But as for the game, I'm going under 7.5 runs and Yankees minus 123. I'm going to set it up in 2 separate parlays. I'm going to do a pitching parlay with Logan Webb and Max Fried. And I'm going to do a Yankees and under parlay with Yankees under 7.5. Did you have anything to spit?
I'm copying your stuff, man. I ain't done no homework. I'm gonna go back home. I'm gonna listen to you on Jorge segment again, and I bet my futures from there.
Damn. And then don't forget, we got baseball tonight, opening day tomorrow, 13 baseball games, four Sweet 16 games Friday, 4 on Thursday. I'm fired up. Who got your national championship, Andre?
Actually, 8 on Friday.
I got Michigan, man.
He's got Michigan.
I found them.
You got Michigan?
On one of my brackets, I do.
I got all Guido championship, John Calipari in Arkansas against my man Rick Pitino in St. John's. Let's go. For everybody out there, get out there. Make that world a better place. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace.
You have opinions?
I think it's over.